Welcome back to Final Fantasy IV. Last time we cleared out pretty much everything we can do in the game. We got all of the sealed equipment, we got all of Rydia summons, all of her hidden summons, all treasure boxes, all hidden items, visited all map locations, and I believe now we are at the end. So let's see. Intellect plus 15. Actually, let's go into the stats. So Rydia's intellect is 41. You know, $69, $142. I'm kind of tempted to just leave them on, I'm kind of tempted to just leave Rydia and Rosa on the arrows. Okay, so let's do a couple ethers. We're full up. Let's get it. Oh boy, what do we got going on here? Family reunion. Wow, their stats are rough. Yeah, that's right. Cast slow on him. He'll never move again. Well, that's not true. He casts slow, not stop. You know, ZEROMUS, this sprite or character art or whatever you want to call it, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Altered Beast, but it kind of reminds me of the dude from Altered Beast. The bald guy, when you coming out of the ground, he steals your girlfriend or whatever. And you get the rise from your grave. Max damage. Oh, well, cool. Galvez and Fusoya took him out for us. Thanks, man. I guess. Yeah, man, that was a little anticlimactic. Uh-oh. Knew it couldn't be that easy. ZEROMUS? What kind of name is that? Oh boy. Now the first time I thought this was a thing kind of like Cousin It, but if you look right here, there's actually a face. So it's basically just, you're fighting a giant, like, angry Medusa head, it looks like. Meteor has no effect. Use the crystal. Alrighty, use the crystal. You chose the dark path. Uh-oh, they're toast. Yep, they're toast. All right, here we go. I never understood how that would work. Like, if Sid's going to take us out if we don't come back safe, that means we're probably dead if we didn't come back, right? All right, we got the crystal. All right. Hey there. All right, so they're going to do a revive on everyone. I think it's hilarious. Tella is the only one that actually died. But we get a full restore here. For 2 characters, apparently. For the back row. All right, and Golbez right there. Shows you what to do, and you got a preview of what you have to do. In the last battle sequence, time distortion. All magic has been nullified. All right. Let's slap a crystal on him. Uh-oh, he revealed his true form. Gah. What is that? Okay, let's see how these do. Not bad. That's gonna hurt. Yep, ouch. So you basically, the idea behind this battle is just stay on top of your healing. Ooh, full party bio. Ouch. Oh, crap. I think we're dead. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Oh, that didn't go the way I'd... That was my bad. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Really? 2 in a row? And this is why you buy a bunch of elixirs. Aw, crap. So we're going to play catch-up now. Okay, that's fine. Aw, Kane's dead. That bio attack is nasty. Alright, we can get an attack in. We should be coming up on the end of this pretty soon. Get a Bahamut out. Get a full life on Kane. Throw one of those bad boys. Get an elixir on Rydia. Oh boy, he healed. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Edge is probably dead. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Edge is dead, Edge is dead. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, Rydia's dead. And Rosa. Oh, crap. I think Kane's dead here. Yep. Aw, crap. Can you stop with that, please, sir? We gonna have just Cecil and Rosa finish this out? Is that what's gonna happen here? Oh, there's Meteor. This is gonna hurt. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Definitely could have been worse. All right, we got him. That was a little more rough than I remember, but get roasted. Cecil and Rosa alone for the win. That Big Bang attack is so garbage. Aw, cute. They made up. Woo, space! Oh crap, where's the moon going? So wait, is the moon taken off? It's just gonna, you know, leave orbit, disrupt all the tidal patterns on Earth? Oh, and our lunar whale is going back to bed. Training? Someone's got a crush. All right, and that brings us to the end of Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. You can really feel with this game, looking at the difference between 4 from 1, 2, and 3, you can really see the way they stepped it up when they hit the Super Nintendo era. From a story perspective, the game was a lot more narrative driven than the previous 3. And just the addition of like the different battle mechanics, the huge amount of spells that your characters learn, the devotion to having characters that like actual character development. Because like you look at the difference between the ending of 3 and 4, and it's like it's not bad by any means. It's just you can tell the difference that they put into the story with the hardware, the extra hardware expansion that they had to work with above and beyond the NES. I mean, I always thought this game had a pretty cool story. I mean, you go to the freaking moon. Overall, though, I mean, again, like I've been saying like a broken record, they absolutely knocked this game out of the park. Just like they did the previous 3. The soundtrack they just keep getting better and better. Like, all around, phenomenal soundtracks. I don't think I've heard a singular track that I've not liked. It's great in every way. The attention to detail between the original and these is great too, because like they're staying true to the originals. They're just kind of modernizing them without visually modernizing them, if that makes sense. They're keeping the same type of graphical look that you would have seen in the Super Nintendo, but adding, like smoothness, that kind of thing. The added spell effects, the water effects are wicked. Just everything all around is great. I mean, the battles are super fun. And it was a unique battle system, too, with the W formation. That was the first time in the series we've seen that, where you have characters always in the back row, always in the front row, as long as you have a full party. Or as long as you have more than 3 characters in your party, you're forced to have at least 1 character in the back row. And I don't think we ever see a battle formation like this one ever again in the entire franchise. I'm pretty sure. Now, I will say I am not playing through the after years after this. That's a whole other can of worms. Maybe one day in the future we'll come and do like side games, but for now, we're gonna go straight through into Final Fantasy V. And I think we should possibly be ending Final Fantasy V when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releases. I think. Hopefully. I don't know if I'm timing this out right, but fingers crossed that's how it goes. But, I mean, aside from like other games, we're going to jump into Final Fantasy V. I haven't decided yet if after Final Fantasy V we're going to go straight into Rebirth, or if we're going to go into Final Fantasy VI and play Rebirth kind of at the same time. I don't know. I kind of want to give Final Fantasy VI its own time to shine. But at the same time, if anybody doesn't want to watch Rebirth, I mean, you still have Final Fantasy VI going. Or if you don't want to watch Final Fantasy VI, then Rebirth is there. So, there's that. Now, it would have been nice if I had been planning ahead to play through Final Fantasy VII Remake leading straight up to Rebirth, but I feel like we'd be kind of beating a dead horse at that point, because we've already played through Remake on normal and on hard mode and cleared pretty much everything out except for that last battle simulator thing. I don't know. We still have like over a month until that releases anyway, so I think it's over a month. I don't know the exact release date. I didn't look at the exact release date. I just know it's in February when I pre-ordered. But if you haven't played this game yet, Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster, I would highly, highly recommend this version of the game. If you want to go really back to the roots, I would recommend the original version too. I would pretty much across the board always recommend the original versions because they're just... You get to see where the games come from and how people played them when they released, like what was new at the time. And the Pixel remasters are just like quality of life updates, I like to think. Because they're essentially the same games. I'm pretty sure the Pixel remasters are based off the Japanese versions, though. So there are differences there, but... And you get to see the translation differences, because, like, so before this, before the Pixel remasters, we didn't really have, like, a faithful translation of Final Fantasy 2, 3, and 5. We did get, like, Final Fantasy Origins on PS1, which gave us our first look at Final Fantasy 2. We got Final Fantasy 3 on the DS, which that's a whole other can of worms too. We're going to play that eventually. Same with Final Fantasy 4 on the DS. We're going to play through that. We'll probably do them back to back at some point, but like not right now. Obviously, we're going to do Final Fantasy 5 next. But like I said, if you haven't played Final Fantasy 4 in any fashion, even if it is the 3D one, highly, highly recommend playing them, although I would recommend playing any version that isn't the 3D version so that you can see what the game was intended to be. Because the DS version is very, very different. It's the same story, but it's so different. I don't know, what else can we say? The dialogue in this game was great. The character art, all the enemy sprites and stuff, fantastic. I love that they still kept, like, even though this is made on, like, for modern hardware, I really enjoy that they kept those scenes where they had, like, the switch to, on Super Nintendo, Mode 7, where it would go into, like, the isometric view. I just love the fact that they kept those in. My only complaint about this game is that I wish they would have done more with the underworld. Like, I mean, I know you go back and forth. It's not the main focus of the game, but I wish they would have added, like, another story dungeon down there. Or just, like, another short story branch. At least a couple hours. Like, it's a long enough game as it is, and I know they still had... Even though this was the first in Super Nintendo, they still did have hardware limitations because it was Super Nintendo. But it just would have been nice to see them expand that underworld out a little bit more, because when you go down there with the airship after you're done everything, it feels empty. Because there's only really like 3 places that you can go. You have the castle, you have the town, which if you're not paying attention, you don't even know the town is there. And then you have the blacksmith, and that's it. Other than that, it's just the Sylvan Cave and the cave that leads to the Land of Summons, and you have the Tower of Babel, which... meh. And that's another thing, too, the Sylvan Cave, it's a dungeon for the sake of, I guess, letting you see that, like, before you actually know from a story perspective that Yang survived, and it was just an excuse, I guess, to throw in an area where you get another summon. Now, the Cave to the Land of Summons, I get that. But if you're not really explicitly... Like, if you don't really know it's there, you're not really going to probably feel compelled to go through it. Especially, like, when it opens up and it's available to you. You're going to go in there, get into a battle, and be like, nope, not doing it. And then finish off the underworld, go to the Sealed Cave, and probably not ever go back to the Land of Summons. So, I guess that would be my only gripe, would be that I wish they would have expanded the underworld, and it would have been cool if there was a couple other dungeons on the moon too. Like, I know that the Pixel Masters aren't expanding on the original story. It just would have been cool to see, like, extras on the moon, because that place is really empty too, which makes sense. I mean, it's the moon. Come on. But, like, it would be cool if there was, like, a DLC update later on where they add, like, I don't know, like a post-game dungeon to all of the entries, where you can go and get, like, super busted equipment and max your characters out, and then go and beat the game that way. Have, like, not a second ending, but, like, an upgraded version of the final boss that you're intended to fight with, like, the super equipment that you can get in the post-game dungeon. That would be really cool. But that's not what these games are intended to be. Like, it's not post-game fun. It's remastering the originals to make them more accessible for modern audiences. So I'm totally okay with the fact that they didn't. It's just, it would have been nice in the original if they would have expanded the underworld. That would have been great. But I think with that, we will call it a playthrough here. I had an absolute blast with this one, and I would wager that if you loaded this up, whether you play it on Steam, whether you play it on PS5, whether you get it on the Switch, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Same thing either way. The only difference is the controller you use. I would highly recommend grabbing it, because I had a blast, and I'm sure if you pick it up, you'll have a blast with it too. And I think that'll wrap it up. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.